the dusty finish, as they call it now, is basically, I think the one he's talking about is, you think the baby faces won the belts, but really the first referee disqualified them, and blah blah blah, right?
Yes.
That was actually a Florida finish. That was an Eddie Graham finish. And that was just like all the other things that Eddie Graham did, groundbreaking and revolutionary and only done once. And so people, because they could really happen once, but after once, then I think maybe Eddie Graham's succeeding bookers started doing it. But that was the problem at one time in Greensboro. It was us and, oh God, it was us and a babyface team, maybe like the Rock and Roll or whatever. And he suggested we do basically the same finish that we had done the previous show with not the Road Wars, but some other babyface team, that we would have been working with. And I said, Dusty, cause I always kept tracking my book. Right. So I said, Dusty, I just want to let you know, I think we did that last month here with whoever. And he's like, it's okay, kid, if you're doing it tonight with different people. He didn't think it was a big thing. And it all great finishes that are fluke finishes that are intriguing and creative, as they say, like that, have to be done sparingly, regionally, once in a generation of fans, which is every 5 to 7 years, or not so regularly that people see it, because the whole idea of the reason why it gets over and the reason why people want to fucking steal it and do it again is because it got over, it drew money the first time. But when you see something that is so fluky that it can't possibly really happen more than once in a while, and you're seeing it all the time, that's why it becomes bullshit, because the very reason you liked it and it got over and it drew money the first time, it's because it couldn't ever. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Once it happened 4 times in front of you, you're like, motherfucker, they got me. It really leaves a bad taste, right? So even worse than than other types of or genres of bad finishes or bad booking is the one where you do what really drew, but you do it so many times that they go, fuck, now I see. Right? Do you see what I mean?
Yes. Yes. One of the cool things I always thought, and it's something I don't hear brought up enough, is, Dusty gets fired as booker at the end of 88. He's gone from the NWA by early 89, January of 89. And then a few months later, they have Flair versus Steamboat in Chicago. And Tommy Young gets bumped, and Teddy Long runs in and counts the pinfall. And these fans who have now been trained on the Dusty finish, they expect it. They're thinking, oh, here we go again. And they explode when both referees lift up Steamboat's hand. That's like the official death of the Dusty finish right there. And I always thought that was like a really cool kind of nod to the fans, like it's not going to happen here now.
And I mean, and hey, everybody knows I'm a fan of Dusty's booking and Dusty in general, and he made me a ton of money and got me over like crazy and was one of the biggest stars in the business. But yeah, if I was going to say what's the thing that I disagree with about Dusty Rhodes' booking most often, it would be that finish that much, I guess, probably over everything. But then if you notice, that was 1989 with Steamboat and Flair that they signaled the end of the Dusty finish, and by 1996 it was Bischoff and fucking Monday Night Wars and everything. They had finishes made that look like goddamn Carl Gotch and Billy Robinson.
That's true,
right?